What's going on, everyone? I am the sports judge. Welcome. It is Saturday, a wet weekend here in Southern California, but fortunately for me, I'm under our roof, staying dry. It amazes me. It really does amaze me that Aaron Rodgers hijacks the off-season media drama. I am over it. You probably are too. Rodgers, in reality, for what it is, has been more committed to making headlines than he is to winning. If we're keeping it real, he's a narcissist. There's no better way to describe him. To put it bluntly, he's all about him. It is the condescending attitude that bothers me with him. It is his arrogance, his stubbornness that seems to be the problem. And no matter if he ends up in New York or stays in Green Bay, those problems, ladies and gentlemen, will continue to hinder his success, no matter where he goes. Has it ever dawned on him that it's his giant size ego, his selfish disposition, that have impacted his chances of winning another Super Bowl title? While he may be one of the most talented quarterbacks the game has ever seen, he's also one of the most annoying divas the game has ever seen. It was General Hospital at Lambeau Field last season. The veteran quarterback who treated his receivers like trash, refused to build a rapport with his receivers, and as often seen, showed little to no interest in mentoring his young receivers. Most often, he was part of the problem. He certainly wasn't the solution. The Packers struggled offensively, couldn't generate any offense, and looked out of sync. Aaron Rodgers didn't look like himself. And let me tell you guys something. Aaron Rodgers is no longer Aaron Rodgers. Stop pretending like he is. He's in decline. It's obvious. He's mentally and physically exhausted. It was his face and his expressions that did it for me. He wore that frustrating look on his face. When you looked in his eyes, you can tell he was dispirited. You can tell that he didn't want to be there. A lot of times, it didn't even seem as if Aaron Rodgers wanted to be there. His exasperated expressions had people talking. But I heard, and it's probably true, knowing him, that Rodgers is hard to get along with. I believe it. I wouldn't be very surprised. It appears the New York Jets are big favorites to land the diva quarterback. When teams like the Jets don't have a franchise quarterback, they're always searching for big name signal callers. Rodgers is the best option. He's a big name. The most attractive name on the market, it seems, is Rodgers, who's coming off a terrible year by his standards. He's declining. And he's a declining quarterback who is not the guy he was 5 years ago. You're not going to get that Aaron Rodgers anymore. You're not. His best days are behind him. People, however, jumped to his defense when he confirmed he had been playing with a broken thumb. The Packers looked like anything but Super Bowl contenders to start the season a year ago. It was brutal. It was ugly. After early season struggles, the Packers fought for their chance to make the playoffs. They never gave up. They kept fighting to the very end. And as time went on, Rodgers developed a unique relationship with rookie receiver Christian Watson. Surprisingly, right? Very surprising. A frustrating season ended with question marks and uncertainty about Rodgers' future. In reality, only he knows where he's going. Only he knows. I don't think he'll be with the Packers next season. That's my gut feeling. Right now, I don't even think he can fully grasp what lies ahead. He doesn't know what his future looks like. It's murky right now at this point. But what I do know is that I'm ready for this to be over because I'm tired of it. Put this to bed. All you hear is Rodgers this, Rodgers that. Enough already. All that just to announce in the coming weeks that Aaron Rodgers will be quarterbacking the New York Jets? It's looking that way. Off to the Big Apple he goes. Oh, how nice. Aaron Rodgers can now bring his problems with him to a city that will publicly ridicule him if he has a bad season. Aaron Rodgers can become a headache in a media-driven city where the fans and media will eat him alive if he underperforms and underachieves the way he did in Green Bay last season. I can almost envision it. It starts being a question of whether he can still play top-level football, rediscover himself, and lead the New York Jets. First of all, here's my question. Does Rodgers have enough desire to overhaul his game? Secondly, can he survive in a market like New York where they'll follow his every move and run him out of town if he has an encore season? Here's the big one for me. Can he correct his attitude, humble himself, be more of a team player and a leader of men? Or he has this option. He can just go away. I wouldn't lose any sleep if he suddenly disappears. Go back to your underground hideout. Right now, the Packers and the rest of the NFL is being held hostage as Rodgers drags out his decision on whether and where to continue his football career. Make up your damn mind already. You either want to play or you not going to play. I would go home if I were him and enjoy my life with my next girlfriend until I decide to dump her, as he usually does, and go with someone else. You have one championship ring. You are a future Hall of Famer. No question. What else is left? One ring is better than zero. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the Sports Judge channel. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Have a great weekend.